comes around for the third time. It's like, can I
Anything
get you
else?
anything else?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Friday night. It's
Another
awfully
refill
busy.
on your RC Cola?
You think Sully would even have buffalo wings with that mustache? Or he'd be too...
I think boneless.
Yeah.
That's why, look, I get mocked for eating boneless wings all the time, Tom.
Relentlessly.
Yeah, but guess what? I don't want to be going...
Well, that's more of a mouth thing. It's not a beard thing.
Yeah. Can I tell you something
What?
that I was not proud of? This morning I was on the train,
Yeah.
and it was I was on the train for 35 minutes before I realized my fly was open. That's it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Was your wiener sticking out?
No.
Oh, well then, who cares?
Because, like, I don't know. I was sitting down. I was standing up. I was doing all the
Well,
things.
why were you sitting down and standing up? Just pick one and stick with it.
No, because I was standing, and then it
I
cleared out
was
a
doing
little
my
bit.
morning calisthenics.
And then I sat down because it cleared out, and then an elderly lady came, so I gave her my seat because I'm chivalrous.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I was standing
Yeah,
up, and then there's no good way to zip up your fly on the dang train.
Right.
Because it's crowded, so I just had to like do that thing where you go like up, where you go like,
Yeah,
right, like and your whole
I'm just
body
kind
goes
of
up.
dancing.
But it's like, oh, is that man touching his penis
Yeah,
on a train?
No. Oh, I thought he was getting up for that old lady because he was nice, but
Yeah,
now I think he might
no.
have had more devious intentions.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Hanks.
The next movie from this year, Inferno.
He plays Robert Langdon.
He plays Leonardo da Vinci.
Of the Code?
Yeah, this is part of the Da Vinci Code.
Tom, I didn't hear about this movie until I saw a commercial and it said now playing at the end.
Yeah.
We haven't really been keeping up on Hanks lately.
No,
huh?
I mean we watched SNL when he was on it, of course, but
Yeah.
but you know that's not how that's not money going into Hank's pocket.
No.
That's not helping his bottom
That's
line.
going to Lauren Michaels.
Yeah.
And, the NBC Universal. They don't need more money from me.
I mean,
I'm a CISO subscriber, Tom.
oh,
So they get my $3.99 a month.
but none of that's going to Tom Hanks.
No.
Did you see the Da Vinci Code?
No. Did you ever read the Da Vinci
No.
Code or anything? I'm not.
Have they made 2 or 3? Well, I guess we'll find out as we go down the
Yeah,
list.
I'm going to guess 3.
They made Angels and Demons. That was the other
Right.
one.
Here's the thing that I noticed in the trailers and the poster for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have that weird mullet haircut anymore.
Yeah.
Which, that was the only... And we'll get to it.
Mm-hmm.
That was, like... I feel like he's emerged from a dark period. Right?
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, when he was out and about with that mullet haircut all the time... I don't know why I'm calling it a mullet haircut.
Right.
Like, yeah, I can just call it a mullet.
Yeah.
Or that bad haircut.
Mm-hmm. Was it a haircut or not, or just a wig?
No, because he was out in public. Because I was
Oh.
like, oh no, I think we're losing Hanks here. I think he's going to like the weird, like it's only like 5 or 6 years before he becomes James Woods.
Yeah, or like a Nicolas Cage type.
Yeah, it's like no, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so 4 stars.
And now to the past, last year. I'm going to skip this TV appearances. Is that okay?
yeah, that's fine with me.
Bridge of Spies.
Now that movie is interesting because I really want to see it.
If only there were a way.
I have hovered over buying it.
Uh-huh.
Do we appreciate, Tom,
What?
enough that we've gotten to a place? There were the days of Blockbuster Video where we came up.
Yeah.
Can we just appreciate that, like, any movie you want to watch, like, there's a good chance you'll find it for free,
Right.
but, like, you can definitely buy it
Yeah.
just at your fingertips, and you steal all sorts of
I
things.
don't
You're a
steal
scoundrel.
anything.
But like, yeah, it wasn't like I went to Blockbuster and I was standing in front of the wall and there happened to be a copy of Bridge of Spies there and I was considering it. No,
You
I
would
could've
have
just
grabbed
pressed
that so quick.
One button.
Yeah. Or like when you go to Blockbuster and literally every new release would be out.
Yeah,
And you'd be like, all right, well, I guess it's Predator 2 again.
never seen Predator 2.
It's pretty good. Dan Glover's in it.
Dan Glover.
Daniel Glover. Next up, a movie called Ithaca. He played Mr. Macaulay. I've never heard of this movie.
Is that like kind of like a favor to his son's former roommate in college or something, who's a film major?
With his older brother off to war, 14-year-old telegram messenger Homer Macaulay comes of age in the summer of 42. Looks like Meg Ryan's in it, too.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
And not only is Meg Ryan in it, she played Mrs. Macaulay.
Wait, hold the phone here, Tom.
Yeah.
You're telling me there's a Tom Hanks Meg Ryan reunion in 2015
that flew completely under the radar. Oh, and
what are these marketing? Hanks,
it was
call me.
It was not directed by Colin Hanks's college roommate, Tim. It was directed by Meg Ryan herself.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. The first movie she directed.
Yeah, exercise some muscle, Hanks. Get this thing marketed.
Yeah.
Get this thing out there.
He must have been, for whatever reason, he was ashamed of it.
He's a funny man, right?
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a comedian, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah, I like him. Tom, now would be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you $500 if you can guess on the first guess Tom Hanks' middle name.
Oh.
I'll give you 5 guesses.
5 guesses, but I can only win the money on the first one.
Each guess decreases by $100. And you only have 5 seconds for each one.
It can't be Sully.
It's not Sully. Sorry.
It's not Tom Sully Hanks.
Now it's down to $400.
Is his middle name Thomas?
Tom, you're just throwing money out the window here.
Do
you think it's Thomas Hanks?
Thomas Hanks.
Thomas Hanks, yeah.
Is it Calvin?
No. Now you're down to $200.
Is it Murphy?
No. Tom.
What?
You're embarrassing yourself here.
Is it Charles?
No, it's Jeffrey.
Oh. So it's not even anything that
I just think it's weird that his middle name is Jeffrey.
It's not weird.
I don't see him as a guy that has the name Jeffrey anywhere in his name.
He's Thomas Jeffrey Hanks. TJ Hanks.
TJ Hanks.
Yeah.
Why not go with that?
I'm a TJ. Me and TJ.
Wow.
2 TJs. A couple of
Thomas
TJs.
Jeffries.
2014, there's no theatrical release from Tom Hanks.
He had a busy production year, though.
Yes.
Olive Kitteridge, The Concert for Valor, The 60s, all produced by him.
Yeah, so don't think he was just sitting on his duff.
No. Hanks never sits on his duff.
2013, Captain Phillips.
Ooh, guess what, Tom? I am the Captain Phillips now.
That's not what the line
Now I'm Captain Phillips.
What? Did you ever see Captain Phillips?
No, did you?
No, I didn't. Tim, we're bad Tom Hanks fans. I hope he doesn't listen to this.
Tom, guess what?
What?
I love his performance in every movie, regardless of whether or not I've seen it. That's how much of a fan I am of Tom Hanks.
Also that year, Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, the story of Mary Poppins?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he played Walt Disney.
Walter Disney.
Yep.
Famous Hollywood anti-Semite, Walt Disney.
So wait, who's Mr. Banks in that movie then?
Carlton.
Carlton?
No, Uncle
Carlton
Phil.
Banks?
Uncle Phil. No, he was Judge Banks.
Yeah. Well, this might be a prequel. It might be before he became a judge.
That's true, yeah.
He might have just been Banks Esquire.
Right.
All right, 2012. Cloud Atlas.
The year where, never mind.
Cloud Atlas. Now, I did see Cloud Atlas, also starring Halle Banks.
See, who's Halle Banks?
Not Halle Banks, Halle Berry. I combined her last name with Tom Hanks's name.
Yeah, I understood.
Halle Berry. And this was made by the
Duffer Brothers.
No, not the Duff. That's Stranger
the
Things.
Wachowskis.
Yes, this is the Wachowskis. And this was, Tim, you would have hated this movie. This movie was very long.
He played 100 characters.
He played like 100 characters. It was a very trippy kind of movie. It jumped around in different times, different places.
Why I would hated it because it was long.
Yeah,
because I'm fine with movies that like don't make any sense. I've never seen anything the Wachowskis have done.
You've never seen The Matrix?
I've seen like 20 minutes of The Matrix.
You've never seen Speed Racer?
I've seen Speed Racer 150 times.
Yeah. Speed Racer is actually...
Speed Demon.
Now, Speed Demon...
We're referencing Quincy Jones's intro to the unreleased track Speed Demon from the Bad.
No, not unreleased. It was just the demo version.
Speed Demon was...
Speed Demon, yeah, they made a video for
Bad?
it. Yeah.
Michael Jackson's Bad?
Yeah, Tim, they made a claymation video for it.
We should have known that guy was no good when he named his album Michael Jackson is Bad.
Yeah. He was trying to tell us.
Yeah. And then the next one, Michael Jackson is dangerous. Why would you ever let your kid hang out with him?
He's like, I guess I'll just have to escalate it. They didn't get it last time.
Sounded a lot like Abraham Lincoln.
All right, Tim. 2011.
The year of Hanks.
Larry Crowne.
You know what?
You didn't see it.
Yeah, because you know what? I always got it confused with the Thomas Crown Affair.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't this movie originally called The Larry Crowne Affair?
Yeah, and he wrote and directed it, and it's got his counterpart, America's Sweetheart, Julia Roberts.
Well, his other counterpart, America's other sweetheart.
What do you mean?
Meg Ryan.
Look, Tom, you love Meg Ryan, I love Meg Ryan. There's no freaking universe where she's America's sweetheart, though.
She was.
No, she's a little more fringe.
I don't think so. Look, I don't like Meg Ryan or Julia Roberts, so please don't put words in my mouth.
Really? So I very much want... my brother was telling me about Larry Crowne.
Yeah.
And he was just like, it's kind of just a hangout movie. Like, not much happens. And you know what I love. Not much happening in movies.
After losing his job, a middle-aged man reinvents himself by going back to college.
Yeah, just sounds like some good fun. They ride a motorcycle on the poster.
No, that's like a Vespa. Tim, Jesus, didn't you look at any of the posters?
What's the difference between a motorcycle and a Vespa? It's a cycle, right?
It is.
And does it have a motor in it, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what it is?
A
motorcycle.
Scooter. He was also in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Did you see that movie?
I did not.
I did not either. I read the book, though.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that
How
great.
was Tom Hanks in the book?
To be honest, his character was not in the book. Like,
okay.
He was referenced in the book.
Oh, he plays like the father, right?
Right.
Right.
Who passed away in 9/11. So I think they expanded it for the movie, right? Because they're like, hey, we got Hanks on the line.
Yeah.
But, like, here's what I would do if I was Tom Hanks' agent. I'd read a book, and then I'd pick out a character that is actually in the book.
Right.
And then I'd call up the movies and be like,
the movies.
hey, put my client in this. There's already a part written for him in this book.
Right.
Instead of being like, here's a book, write a thing, and then shoehorn my client in.
See, maybe, though, Tim, he's got a bad agent, and the agent read the book or heard about the book or whatever and was like, this would be great. Tom Hanks will play the main character, and he didn't realize that it was a little kid.
Yeah.
And then,
or maybe he thought he could just wear shoes on his knees.
Right. And he was just like, look, I've played a kid before.
Yeah.
It's fine. This will be...
Oh, he should have just did the reverse big.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying he wouldn't even have to. Just work into this very serious movie about a young boy losing his father in 9/11, that the same day that happens, he also wishes to be big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it's like now he's got two problems. His father died in 9/11, and he's in the body of a grown man.
Yeah, now what do I do?
Yeah, and, his mom's grieving, but then, like, his mom doesn't even recognize him as his son. That was like a real dark... We'll get to Big, but that was like a real dark part of
At
Big.
this rate, Tom, actually, I must say, we won't get to Big.
So that was Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Next up, Toy Story 3, which I did not see.
What
which
heck?
I hear makes everybody cry.
Tom? Mm-hmm. Look, it's a movie. Mm-hmm. It's not real. Toys don't really come alive, I'm told.
What?
You know what? Toy Story, the Toy Story franchise, kind of ripped off this Jim Henson special